Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rechakadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth in sincerity, while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of quick and important information being brought by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. U.S. believes China overreacted to Pelosi's Taiwan visit, official says. No, China has the right to react the way they did. Okay, and here's why. Because first off, Taiwan does not belong to the United States. Okay, it belongs to China. Now, originally, Taiwan was inhabited by China. Okay, and during World War II, what happened? Japan came along and decided to invade that island and took it over. Then they claimed sovereignty. But after World War II, I believe it was after the 1960s, China went into that island and retook it over and claimed sovereignty over it. Okay? Japan calls Taiwan Taipei. China calls Taipei Taiwan. Okay? And even to this very day, Japan and China continue to fight over that island. Except this time, Japan has the help of who? The United States of America. Okay? So once again, we see interference here. Let me get that in the book of Habakkuk. Okay? The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 5. Okay? It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth, okay, what is that wine talking about? That wine is talking about the United States democracy. The democracy of the United States. Okay? Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine. That democracy. He transgresseth by the democracy. Doest thou will. You can do whatever you want, you know. Here it is, you know, this man's philosophy is what? You can smoke weed, you can eat whatever the hell you want, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. Meanwhile, that way of life is destroying people. Okay? Just look at the Middle East, look at Iraq, look at Afghanistan. What happened when the United States went over there with their democracy? That country ended up being destroyed. Women started wearing pants, bucking up against their man. Okay, you got a bunch of homos walking around. You got a bunch of fruitcakes walking around. Okay, you got women who want to get it on with other women. You got okay, there's all kinds of pedophiles walking around down there. There's all kinds of pedophiles walking around down there. People having sex with animals. Okay, they got skyscrapers down there. So that whole way of living is all messed up. And it's all thanks to the United States democracy. It says he is a proud man, Obadiah 1 and 3. Okay, the pride of Edom. Okay, he have lifted up his head to the clouds. But guess what? The Lord is going to bring him down to the ground. Since you want to say inside your mind, oh, so-called elites, who shall bring me down to the ground? Well, guess who's going to bring you down to the ground? Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Because guess what? I got some bad news for you so-called elites and some good news for the Lord's elect. Yahweh Shai is coming back. And he's coming back with Michael, the archangel, and the innumerable amount of angels. And guess what? Yahweh Shai, who is a so-called black man with white woolly hair. Okay, Michael, who is a so-called black man with woolly hair, black woolly hair, or at least I believe he has black woolly hair, but I know he has woolly hair, and I know he's brown skinned. And the angels, who are also brown skinned and have woolly hair, guess what? They're all coming back to put their foot in you so-called elite's asses and your country and all of the militaries around the world. So keep on being proud. It says, neither keepeth at home. Right. The United States does not know how to keep their troops in their own land. Okay? They got troops in Africa. The United States got troops stationed in the Middle East. The United States got troops stationed in the southern area of Europe. The United States got troops stationed in South Korea. And here it is, they got troops in some naval warships, which is sailing around Taiwan and the artificial islands of China. So the United States don't know how to keep their troops in their own land. Neither keepeth at home. The home is talking about your country, where you come from. Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. With that, I'm going to say shalom is on to the next one.